Minasan konnichiwa und willkommen. And today I'm going to show off my cookbook collection. But before I start, I just had some personal issues I had to take care of. But I'm fine now. Without further ado, let's start the video. First we have the Betty Crocker Chinese cookbook from 1994. Wow, it's really that old. You know, easy Chinese. Because, as many of you know, I love Chinese food. 你好，谢谢，再见. It's got a really good sweet and sour turkey recipe in here. I recommend it to anyone who loves Chinese food as much as I do. Next up, we have another Chinese cookbook, and that's The Food of China. Lots of beautiful illustrations in this particular book, and some great authentic recipes that I can't show you at the moment because of time constraints. Ach ja! Next up is another Chinese cookbook, and that's The Art of Chinese Cuisine. I just love that the illustrations look like something out of a Marie Sendak book. And I mean, the illustrations in this particular book definitely look like something out of a Marie Sendak book, like Little Bear or Seven Little Monsters. Monstruos Pequeños 17. Next is another Chinese cookbook. You can tell I love Chinese food. This one is simply called Chinese Favorites. On the front cover, it almost looks like either sweet and sour chicken or General Tso's chicken. I really want to try the General Tso's cauliflower, like the ones they have at Monk's in the Dells. I really want to try it. Next up is the Everything Chinese cookbook. Another great one to have if you're a lover of Chinese food like me. It has a lot of both authentic and Americanized dishes in here. I have yet to get cookbooks in German, Japanese, Swedish, and Brazilian that have their respective food in there, like schnitzel, teriyaki, lutefisk, and brigadeiros. Next up, we have Rachel Ray Get Real 30 Minutes, because I love watching some Food Network programs like Rachel Ray, Sandra Lee, Giada Dientes, Guy Fieri, Mark Summers from Unwrapped, Elton Brown from Good Eats, Ree Drummond, aka the Pioneer Woman, etc.
Hey there, I'm Rachel Ray and I make 30-minute meals. Now that means in the time it takes me to watch this program, I'll have made a delicious and a healthy meal from start to finish.
And I mean, Rachel Ray is like one of my biggest inspirations, aside from Martha Stewart. Next is another Rachel Ray cookbook, Rachel Ray Yum O. I think it has a version of Sloppy Joe's in here. Now, unlike Rachel Ray, I'm actually a baker. Well, sort of. Especially with jelly-filled donuts.
Toppings, gotta grab those.
Recommended if you're a fan of Rachel Ray from 30-Minute Meals. Jamie Oliver does a similar concept with his show, but that's for UK audiences. Next is Rachel Ray's classic 30-minute meals. Another great one to have if you're a fan of her work. It's actually got some tomato recipes on here. Then some chicken recipes, I believe. Recommend it. Next we have Rachel Ray's Big Orange Cookbook. Now, I remember seeing this particular cookbook on Entertainment Tonight years ago. And I knew I wanted it. Because there's some clam recipes on here. But I'm not really a big fan of clams. Or sloppy joes. Then it also has a couple of pasta recipes. But I'm not really a big pasta person. The only pasta I'll ever eat are SpaghettiOs with meatballs. Next up we have Rachel Ray 365, No Repeats. Another great cookbook to have if you're a Rachel Ray fan. And Rachel Ray's talk show is ending after almost 20 years on the air. It's got a tomato basil pasta nest recipe on here. Another great recommendation. Next we have Martha Stewart's Cake Perfections. Because I'm a huge fan of Martha Stewart. Easily one of the most inspirational women on television. Then her British counterpart Jane Seymour from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Hi, I'm Martha Stewart. What if I told you I would come to your home every single week to teach you how to cook? Welcome to Martha's Cooking School. Stewing, poaching, braising, frying, pan-searing, stir-frying, roasting, blanching, eating, and enjoying. Martha Stewart's Cooking School has been made possible by Martha Bakes is made possible by Isn't that a beautiful fish? Highly recommended if you're a fan of Martha Stewart. And I mean, I love me some Martha Stewart. Next up we have Sandra Lee Bake Sale Cookbook. And I mean, Sandra Lee is just so adorable. And she's always very cheerful on her show, Semi-Homemade Cooking. Like, welcome to Semi-Homemade, I'm Sandra Lee. Semi-Homemade saves you time and money by combining 70% ready-made foods with 30% fresh ingredients, and you'll have amazing results in minutes. Now, so good. Okay, next, Chinese. And I want you to remember to keep it simple, keep it sweet, keep it smart, and always keep it semi-homemade. I'm Sandra Lee. Have a nice day. What do you think of these rocks? Pretty cute, huh? Sandra Lee. Another great one is Sandra Lee, The Complete Cookbook. It has a lot of recipes on here, like Sandra's own version of sloppy joes. Then it also has a good amount of pasta recipes. Then, if you ever watched her shows, she always sets up the most adorable tablescapes you'll ever see in your life. And I mean, I just absolutely love her tablescapes. Probably the most adorable tablescapes you'll ever see on television. I highly recommend that if you love Sandra Lee as much as I do. Next up is Sandra Lee Comfort Food. Well, it does have a good couple of soup recipes, then some chicken recipes, like her version of chicken. But I personally prefer fried chicken that's already made for you, so you don't have to do that stuff yourself. Because I love me some Sandra Lee. And you should too.
Next up, we have Gemma Stafford's Bigger Bolder Baking. Another great influence of mine. And I mean, she's always so cheerful, inspirational, and always knows how to perfect her baking techniques. Then she also has a cute sense of humor. And like Gemma Stafford, I'm also Irish myself. Like,
Hi, boat bakers. Hi, and welcome to Boat Baking Basics. Here we get stuck to the fundamentals of baking, so you can bake with confidence anytime, anywhere.
I'm very loyal to Bigger Bolder Baking, and I recommend you check out her channel. She has a lot of great dessert recipes, which I'm sure will make you want to try some yourself. Next up is another Gemma Stafford cookbook, and that's Bigger Bolder Baking Every Day. Again, Gemma is truly such a great inspiration with a cute sense of humor. And her desserts are just beautifully elegant and so classy. I highly recommend her cookbooks and her YouTube channel, Bigger Bolder Baking. And the final cookbook I have to show you is Bake Anime. I'm a huge fan of anime, so it's no surprise that I want to try some of these recipes. It has a good amount of recipes from various anime, like Ouran High School Host Club, Doraemon, among various others. It's even got some recipes from Pokemon in here, which is actually Poketo Monsters in Japan.
Hey y'all, Paula Deen here. Hey y'all, I'm Paula Deen, and today we're gonna make some fried cheesecake, y'all. Hey everybody, I'm Guy Fieri, and we're rolling out, looking for America's greatest diners, drive-ins, and dives. When you think about a burger joint, you're probably thinking the all-American burger with the shake and the fries and the whole giddy-up, unless you live in San Diego, where two dudes from Germany got out of fine dining. Well, these cats will make a burger from just about anything. You gotta check out Tioli's Crazy Burger. I'm Ray Drummond. I'm a writer, vlogger, photographer, mother, and I'm an accidental country girl. I live in a ranch in the middle of nowhere, and all my recipes have to be approved by cowboys, hungry kids, and me. Here's what's happening on the ranch. Welcome to my frontier. For recipes from this episode, go to foodnetwork.com/pioneerwoman. Welcome to Unwrapped. I'm Mark Summers, and today we're talking about chocolate.
Okay, that should be it for the video for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment. And as always, amigos, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, adios, and arrivederci. And make sure you click that bell icon so you'll get notified when I upload new videos. And I'll be back with another video shortly, so stay tuned. And remember, all comments have to be related to the subject that I talk about in each video.